Hi, Aries. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Let's see what messages want to come through for you and what you need to know right now whenever you come across this reading. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. What the heck is this? I think it was just like, I don't know, ash or something. Anyways, we have the Earthworm as your first card out. New energy, new beginnings, something here that you were recently getting into or you're about to. Or maybe this hasn't happened yet. We have the Fish that tells me you could be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, a little unsure, a little uncertain of if this is the direction you want to stay put in or if you want to continue. I think you're probably going to continue on this path, to be honest. Lizard, Panther, Firefly, yeah, I think so. Earthworm. You have recently started something new, whether this was a new relationship, a new job, a new change to your lifestyle, your routine, your diet. There's something that you have recently begun and you don't have all the answers. This is something that's new to you. This is something you haven't done before or you haven't done in a long time, but this is different. There's a shift in the air. You can feel it, you can sense it, you're embodying this, and you're not so sure. How do you feel about this? You're kind of on the fence, Fish. You're kind of like, I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I'm not sure if I'm really feeling this 100%. I don't know if this is what I want to continue or like long-term wise. The Fish, when it comes out, normally does say this is probably temporary or, keep this in the short-term goals, but if we're talking long-term, maybe not, right? Maybe not. But it is saying to keep going. Cheetah is the energy of persistence, the energy of taking action and just like reconnecting to why are you doing this in the first place? Why are you pursuing this in the first place? Why did you start this in the first place? Why did you put yourself here? And why did you say yes in the first place? And reconnecting to that and sticking it out and seeing what happens, seeing where this path takes you, basically, with a camel. And the camel's a very, neutral, it's a very grounded, secure, and confident energy. So, basically, it's saying to stick it out. Whatever this is that you started recently, or this change you made recently, even if it's not feeling 100%, if you just started a new job, you're feeling it out, and you're like, I don't know if I really jive with this environment, or with this industry or this position. I don't know if I got it. You'll know by the end of this eclipse season is what I'm feeling strongly from this, right? I'm seeing here, look at the moons. I'm seeing that you'll have answers by the end of this eclipse season. So we just had the solar eclipse in Aquarius and then we'll have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. So that'll be the beginning of March. So, we got some time to figure things out. Got some time to maneuver, time to feel it out. So let's get into the tarot. Let's get some more info. What you're going through, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do you guys need to know right now? I think this deck is ready. Let's get into it. For Aries, 5 of Wands coming out as your first card. We're going to pull some more before we talk. Oh my goodness, couldn't flip it over. 10 of Wands. Okay. What's going on for Aries? Tower. That fell out on the 10 of Cups. Okay, wow. Whoa, did you see how that flew out? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, oof. Quite heavy stuff. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Devil. Oh, okay. We're gonna get one more. This one's trying to stick out, and it is a Chariot. Spirit saying, you gotta get going, you gotta get moving. Time to get moving. I'm not gonna take that card, though, but it was sticking out. I just wanted to see. But it's like, you need to get the fuck out of here, basically. You need to get the fuck out of town. We have Temperance that fell on the floor. So I can see this is testing your patience. This is definitely... It's a lot. It's a lot. Queen of Cups at the bottom with Temperance. Okay, you're finding your flow. You're moving, you're grooving, you're figuring your way through this craziness. Because it is crazy. I am seeing, goodness. 5 of Wands, the Tower, the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reverse, the Devil. Oh my God. This is I don't know why I'm hearing traffic jam. Okay, so this is slowing you down. This is a disruption to your flow, or this is, yeah, maybe that's why the fish is here. Sometimes when the fish comes out in a reading, it can indicate like outside influences or things that are getting in the way of your path. You're trying to go down this one way, and the current's pushing you the opposite direction. It's pushing you away from your goal, and you're like, bitch, I'm just trying to get going, and like, there's so much resistance, and but yet Camel, Temperance, Queen of Cups, like you're like just trying to stay positive, trying to stay optimistic, trying to just keep your faith, remain grounded, remain neutral, try not to get too emotional or too wound up about it. But Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords, at times you do feel affected by this, at least in your heart, emotionally, just like your overall mental health. It can be a bit challenging to maneuver, to kind of, work through this traffic jam is kind of what this seems like. But yeah, it's requiring a lot of persistence here. Nine of Wands and the High Priestess, and really having to like let your intuition guide you through this time of the unknown. Okay, so that's crazy. That's at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I just jumped straight to the bottom of the deck, but I just did. So we start off with the Five of Wands. And Five of Wands, there's obviously some sort of conflict. And that fact that the next card was the Ten of Cups tells me that this is probably indicating issues in your personal relationships. I'm not really getting business. I do see squabbles over money though. Some of you definitely are having issues in regards to finances, maybe how bills are being paid, someone's overspending money, someone is not being responsible here. There's shortage of finances or shortage of like, oh my God, how are we gonna have enough to pay for this? Or, like inconveniences, you guys. I'm just seeing like there's a lot of bickering, there's a lot of arguing, there's a lot of like heads that are rolling, basically. The Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. The home life is not the most peaceful. It's definitely not feeling zen right now for this collective. Everyone's talking over one another. And then the fact that the Tower literally flipped out on the Ten of Cups. So I'm feeling like there's some kind of shakeup in the home, and it's destabilizing your zen, your peace, and I'm like, is it because you are moving? Like some of you are moving, right? We go back to the earthworm, some sort of new beginning, some sort of new chapter. Maybe there's just like a lot of moving pieces. Things are getting lost in transit, especially if you're moving like from a different city or a different country or different province or state. It's like maybe there's a lot of issues in regards to that. That's for someone. I don't know who could be moving. Comment down below if that's you, but there's just like this incompatibility. Not saying that you and these people are completely incompatible altogether, but at this moment, it's just like your approaches, this head-on collision. Like, I don't know why we keep talking about traffic and from traffic jams to collisions, and just y'all be safe out there in the streets, okay? I'm just saying, be extra careful. Even if you get like a flat tire or whatever, like just take it easy out there in this crazy ass world. The Five of Wands, Ten of Cups. And the Tower. Ten of Cups and the Tower. It feels like powerless at this moment. It's out of your control. There's not a whole lot you can do besides focus on what's within your control, within your mind, body, and soul. And that's the Camel, right? Is when everything outside of you is in chaos and mayhem and craziness. You got to find your inner zen. You got to find that inner peace. And that can be tricky at times, but the Camel, he's pretty good at mastering that and remaining calm or neutral, even in the most heated situations. He's able to kind of soothe himself. So Five of Pentacles came out. I don't know if you went through a job loss or I don't like obviously giving these messages, but y'all know I don't bullshit. Ace of Pentacles reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Either this is talking about a failed opportunity. Maybe somebody had a offer or a business deal or like some sort of what the fuck is going on? Something with the throat chakra. Maybe you got blocked all of a sudden, or just like something fell through, okay? Something fell through, something was not successful. Maybe somebody got laid off. Sometimes Five of Pentacles can bring up health matters. And I don't read for health, but if say you were sick too many days, or you had an injury and that took you out from work, or you're laid up, or you had to go to the hospital, and I'm sorry, these are the intense ass messages, but this is what's coming through. It's like I'm seeing like someone either getting fired or someone like being like put down a lower level, either cutting back on hours or a cut back on your pay. Instead of a raise, it's a decline. It's not feeling too good, right? If someone has lost a job or a source of income, or something that was once steady is now inconsistent, now that's creating a destabilizing energy within the home, right? So finance is deeply connected with our home and where we live and our interactions with who we live with too, right? You're pulling all the weight. Some of you're like overworking, you're taking on as many hours as possible, and there's someone around you that's not pulling their slack, or they got laid off, and now that's affecting you, or that's affecting how the bills are getting paid, or how, food on the table. Like, I'm seeing it's a stressful time for this collective. I'm trying to see what else is a different way I could look at this. 5 of Pentacles to Ace of Pentacles reverse. There's some sort of desperation here. I'm not saying you're being desperate, but it does feel, especially this 5 of Pentacles, he's just like reaching, he's reaching, but like what you're reaching to, it's not resourceful, or it's not. We can look at this Ace of Pentacles in reverse like money's falling, like it's like going down the drain, or something's not worth the amount of energy that you're putting in. Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Devil. This is extremely draining. This is reckless behavior. I'm not saying you're being reckless, but there's irresponsible energy or sabotaging energy that's in the air. I feel like this could be talking about some sort of debt or some sort of like payout. Something that's owed, something that's overdue, late fees, late charges, things like that. If you're traveling, make sure you got your, like, I don't know why this came to my mind, but like if you're traveling, make sure you got that data package, roaming package, because otherwise you're going to get scammed up the ass each and every day. You use that service, you make a phone call, a text, like, gosh, protect yourself. I've been there before, came back from a trip, thousands of dollars being charged because I didn't have that bucket package. Like, oh my god. So little things like that can turn into a huge snowball. Whoa. Okay. So this is how your reading's going. We're 12 minutes in. If you haven't clicked off already, thank you for hanging out. Well, this seems kind of like, who would want to listen to this, But fuck, okay, we're gonna keep going. Temperance, right? Despite all this craziness, despite all this, everything's up in the air. Chaos, eclipse of chaos is what I like to call it. You're just zen. You're just like la la dee la da da. Temperance, just flowing, surrender, trust. I respect that. Aries. Year of the horse, the fire horse, your element. You're like, all right, bring on the flames, bring on the fire. Okay. Whew. Well, let me pull a card representing the outcome in the near future, and then we can clarify and dive into like what is really fucking happening, and like who are you dealing with, or what is this, But let me just get like a outcome based off current timelines. Again, you got your free will, nothing set in stone. You have the power. Don't give your power away to the fucking cards, but let's just see like overall outcome of this challenging situation. Page of Cups, some sort of message or news. Okay, and it's gonna bring in change with death at the bottom. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Something you're second guessing, or 3 of Wands. There's these plans that you and others will be making, and I see you're kind of on the fence, or I see that this outcome. You're like reconsidering. I feel like there's going to be a big pivot or a big shift, or just the direction of where things are going. Either you're going to be like, I don't know if I want to be part of this much longer. I don't know if I want to be involved. You might be, okay, this is you, Page of Cups to 2 of Swords. You might be hesitant to sharing your thoughts or your opinion to the others. Let me see what's at the bottom. Hangman. More of this energy of, okay, surrender. This is really out of your control. And also maybe you have to view this from a different perspective, change of scenery, change of outlook, change of approach. Page of Swords is mindset, and the Page of Pentacles. And also to change what you're focusing on, because what you do focus on, you do attract, or you do bring more of. Whatever you say, whatever you're focusing on, basically universe says, yep, that's true. Let me give you more evidence to back that up. Yep, that's correct. Yep, that's true. That's facts, right? And the more you start feeling that and believing that and thinking that, it's going to start to really just like show up nonstop in your reality. So I don't know, that's kind of like a weird outcome energy, but that's just what I'm seeing right now, and I don't want to pull any more. Otherwise, it's going to get all crazy and cluttered and confusing. So let's just go back to this Five of Wands. Like, what is this actual problem that you're dealing with? Let's take a look at the issue here that you're dealing with. Let's see this challenge. Five of Wands for Aries. What is this challenge that Aries is currently in the middle of? Devil at the bottom. Okay, so this is really not good. Five of Wands for Aries. Chariot in the reverse. This needs to just be put to a stop. Call all together. Like, pause, remove yourself. Things are getting heated. People aren't listening. This is a time to remove yourself. This can't continue. Things are escalating. Things are moving too fast. There's a blockage. It's so clear. There's an actual blockage that is getting in the way. Things are not able to progress. Not in the way that you guys are handling things. Things have to change, or you need to approach this in a completely different way than how you have been. It's not working. It's just not working. It's like putting water in a car instead of gas. Look, devil reverse, and that fellow on the devil. There's a resolution here. Ooh, and you got it, magician at the bottom. You have the resources to resolve matters, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. You may, like, the simplest approach, I don't know if it's actually that simple, you guys. I don't know if it's actually that fucking simple, but the way to go about it is to remove yourself altogether. If it's something you have to do gradually, or little by little, if it's just something you have to do mentally, checking out. Maybe you can't physically remove yourself, but mentally checked out. Magician, Eight of Cups, and Strength. You gotta leave. You gotta walk away. Look, and then they have the Five of Wands underneath Strength, where it's like people are trying to convince you to stay, or trying to change your mind, or they're trying to pull you back in. They're trying to lure you back into this drama. This ain't no reality TV show. Where are the cameras? Where are the cameras besides you guys? Where are the fucking... This is not... Five of Wands to Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. You got to set a boundary. You really need to assert yourself. You need to prioritize and protect your peace. You need to not give any more energy to this. You need to starve the monster, basically. Okay, because any type of energy or attention you're giving this situation, it's continually fueling whatever this monster, whoever this monster is. It's really suggesting you got to get the fuck out. You got to go. You got to go. All right? And you're like probably saying, go where? Bitch, I don't know. But you gotta go. Ten of Cups. And... oh, I was gonna say in the reverse, but it's upright. Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing like arguments over money, maybe inheritance. Maybe it's over siblings, children. Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here? I feel like this is going to tell us who's involved. Ten of Cups here. Okay, hold on. King of Cups fell on the floor with the Six of Wands. This is okay, so we're asking who's involved here. King of Cups and the Six of Wands. I'm getting drama queen, drama king, someone who really likes attention. Okay, I'm asking the question, like, who's involved? We have someone with water placements, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we also have fire, Aries, Sag, Leo. So you could be dealing with someone of those signs. We have a King of Pentacles also at the bottom. Okay, this feels like a different person. So this is somebody who can be very emotional. They want to be heard. They want to be seen, whether you agree with them or not. They want to be understood, or at least validated. Okay. And yeah, I don't know. I do get like I don't know why this just came to mind. Like I just do get a little bit of drama queen, drama king energy from this. Someone who definitely likes attention and it makes them feel good. Okay, so that's one person. At the bottom, we have a King of Pentacles. There's this person here who's very grounded. We have a Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm seeing like this representing someone with an age gap. This could be representing people like, well, it's the same element, earth and earth. So High Priestess Pisces coming through. This could be a parent and a child. Or if you have an older sibling, maybe you're the youngest. Someone is just not on the same maturity as you. Or maybe you're not as mature as them. It's okay. Like, you know, we all got growing to do. Tell me a little bit more about this Ten of Cups. Something might be going on very public, or maybe in like a public area, a public scene. Or just like there's a lot of attention. Maybe neighbors. Maybe like, you know, if you're arguing, neighbors are kind of eavesdropping. They're kind of spying. Can't help but hear, you know. Maybe you got your window open. Maybe shut your window. I don't know. Sometimes if you're that loud, it's still, people are still going to hear. Someone's yelling. Ten of Cups. What the hell? Five of Pentacles. So someone's feeling excluded. Or there's lack of support, lack of harmony. Again, Five of Pentacles coming out now twice. All right, so this is the energy of feeling isolated. It's the energy of feeling alone. This is like someone's getting all the attention and the other this is like, whether this is with siblings and your siblings, like the star child, and you can never do any wrong, and then there you are, and you're a fucking failure. Like, I don't know if that's coming up here. Someone's not getting the recognition that they deserve or that they feel they deserve. Someone's getting all the attention and someone is being ignored. Someone's being favorited. Someone's being like just kicked to the curb. You're the rut of the pack. Like, that's what this is feeling like. I don't like it, but it's not good. It ain't in alignment. And it's being exposed. Like, if it wasn't obvious before, it's obvious now. It's become crystal clear. So let's take a look to the Tower, because shit is just hitting the fan. Aries, what is going on? Why is the Tower here for Aries? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Destabilized energy, insecurities. I'm getting selfishness. Someone's being very selfish. Seven of Swords, sneaky, deceptive, lying, just not honest at all. Playing mind games, lying about money, hiding money, stealing money. Dude, what on earth? Six of Cups. Maybe they have a history of this. Maybe someone was like, hey, I need to borrow money. I need it for, I don't know, prescription. And then you find out they didn't need that after all. They just were buying drugs. Like, I don't, like, fuck. I don't know. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm shocked. This reading has me shocked. Like, we don't normally get crazy. We don't get that shit here. Not often. Not often we get these crazy ass readings. And yeah, look at this. Three of Swords and the Moon. So it's like all this harm that's being created, and there's a lot of illusions. There's a lot of just deceptive energies and trickery and mind games, and someone's suffering in silence, or someone's trying to act like, oh, I'm not bothered, I'm not hurt, but deep down someone is really going through it and is feeling very taken advantage of, right? Queen of Pentacles, she's very nurturing, she's very caring, she will help out wherever she can, but now it's like a line, a boundary's been crossed, and she's feeling hurt, she's feeling disrespected, she's feeling like her emotions aren't being taken seriously, she doesn't feel safe, you know? There's this distrust, something about loyalty coming up here. It just doesn't feel good, it feels yucky, it doesn't feel good at all. What's at the bottom? Six of Swords. So what are we gonna do about this? We gotta stay here? Hell fucking no, we gotta get moving, because this is not in alignment. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yeah, someone isn't trustworthy. There's someone here around you, or in your close environment, or in your family, or within this circle. There's someone that's not being honest. There's someone that's deceptive, someone that's lying or excluding, or it just doesn't feel good. There are hidden motives. And there's a history of this. Six of Cups. This isn't the first rodeo. This ain't your first time. Okay. Okay, so wait, this kind of puts things in perspective. Remember when I was like looking into the outcome, like potential outcome, right? Based off current vibes, current timelines. And it's like, all right, this now is starting to make me look at, so there's someone who wants to talk, they're wanting to change your mind, but you're not really, you're hesitant on it, you're second guessing it, you're not really believing it, right? So that makes sense. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Seven of Swords. My dude. Ten of Cups. My gosh. Dude. Damn. Ugh. This feels yucky. The Page of Cups and the Five of Wands. Someone is just like rage baiting you. They're just trying to get a reaction so that you fall back into their toxic ways. Someone's just trying to get a bad reaction out of you. Someone's also trying to like turn people against you. It's a very manipulative energy. I almost just felt like I was going to sneeze there. If you sneeze, bless you. It's Ten of Cups to the Seven of Swords. You may feel, okay, so this is with the Five of Pentacles. You may feel like you have to withhold information from certain family because maybe you don't want them to get involved, or they don't want to see you in a certain light, or you're worried about how it's just complicated. It's so intertwined. It's so complex, and it's not, even though, you know how we were saying, oh, the solution would be to remove yourself, right? Chariot reverse, that Eight of Cups. I think we even had the World or something like that. So, all right, you got to remove yourself. But if this is like family, it's not always so simple to just be like, all right, I cut you off, because if you cut off one person, you might have to cut off the rest. Like, you know, and then what are you going to do in this crazy ass world? You're going to be alone. And sometimes being alone is much better than being around that drama and bullshit. But that's a big sacrifice. And it's like, is that what you're willing to do? Is that the next step you're willing to take for your overall well-being and your own peace? That might be the best option, right? But you got to do what's best for you. Maybe finance is a factor here and you can't, right? Or marriage or children. Again, this is not just some easy peasy black and white. Like, it's not. It's complex. It's not so simple. I'll tell you that. From outside, this is not simple. Very complex and chaotic. Ace of Pentacles reverse, please, for Aries. Oh, Five of Swords, Aries. I'm like, my heart goes out to you, because so this is like deception around money, around resources, around support. This is someone that makes all these promises to you and they don't mean it, or they're just telling you what you want to hear, but it's all just glitz and gold, but it ain't real. It's fool's gold. Look, Page of Swords in reverse. So this can even talk about gossip, like someone talking shit, someone like really not having your back. If someone is talking badly about you, they don't support you and be like, hey, don't talk about areas like that. Like, they will feed into it and be like, oh yeah, you want to hear about this? And they're spilling all the tea and like talking all that crap. It's lies as well. If this is in your work, this could be someone that, if you have a suspicion or you feel maybe someone's taking credit for your work, or you feel like someone has it out for you, or they're trying to take your position, or it's just very scummy. It's very dirty. It's messy. Ace of Pentacles reversed for Aries. Four of Pentacles. Someone wants all the power. They want all the power. My God, isn't that exhausting though? Someone really gets off being miserable and making others miserable, burnt out and exhausted and unbalanced as fuck. This is so draining. Someone really likes to just be in control. They like to get reactions, and maybe it's probably not just you they do this to. Guaranteed, it's not just you they do this to. Oh my God. Okay, so we had the Devil, and then the funny thing is the Devil in reverse, when it flew out on top of the Devil. So let's see, like, what's the way out of this? What's the approach? Temperance, is this you keeping a poker face? Poker face? You know, like, is this you just remaining detached, unbothered, and like, okay, so anyways, Devil to the Devil reverse. Why is this here for Aries? I'm hearing let the cards fall as they may. We have Two of Swords reversed and the Fool. So this is you making up your mind and taking some sort of action or initiating or going after something new. We have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Hermit. Maybe this is you reaching out to someone that you trust or someone that you see as a better fit. Some sort of help or assistance. Let me take a look at, hold on. What's this Two of Swords about? Let me just go like this. Two of Swords. Thank you. Queen of Cups. Someone that you can trust. Two of Swords reversed. Like this. That's too many. I'm obviously not taking that stack. Two of Cups. Or sorry, Two of Swords reversed. We'll take this one. Not any of these. Death. Okay. Queen of Swords also at the bottom. Okay, so this is either you following your instincts, following your gut, and being like, I gotta go. I'm removing myself altogether, or like I'm ready to make this next necessary step forwards, this next step in my life, or this is you reaching out to someone that you trust who can help you make this next step. I don't know, like some kind of advisor, maybe a lawyer, or maybe this is someone that is able to, like if you're in like an abusive situation, like, dude, I don't know the extremes of your situation, but there's like some kind of help that you're getting, or I see you getting out of this though. This is going to change. This is literally going to change for the better. And I do feel in some way you kind of have to remain very tough and in your strength as best as possible. And do not, whoever the fuck this is you're dealing with, do not let them see you in your vulnerable state. It's kind of like if there's a bully, someone's like trying to bully you, and the more you feed into it, whether you're getting them a reaction, you're arguing back, or you cry or something like that, it fuels them and they get off on that. They're sick, twisted as fuck. They get off on that. So the way they will get bored, the way they'll really just fuck right off is when you just block them out in your mind, block them out on your phone if possible, right? If that's a possibility. Try and remove or separate yourself, create as much distance as possible. If you have to just mentally check out, you can't physically remove yourself. Like, fuck, man, I don't know, but literally you gotta put your foot down. Nine of Wands underneath the Queen of Swords. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to put your foot down. You have to wear your armor. Gotta shield yourself. Look, King of Swords. Yeah, no more bullshit. No more mind games. No more funny business. No more funny business. Someone needs to stop fucking around, or they're gonna find out. Fuck around, find out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see Temperance, and then we're gonna end this reading. Or I was gonna call you Sagittarius. You may have Saggy placements. I did Saggy's reading yesterday. Their reading was something about like ending something, like an end of a cycle, like once and for all, something like that. I don't know. Can't remember now. Why is Temperance here for Aries? You're moving along to something better. Ten of Pentacles. Something about your investments are coming up. Your legacy, Tower coming out. Okay. One more for Temperance. Six of Swords reversed. Okay. Something tells me that this is a situation that you may get pulled back into here and there, or you're not quite out of the woodworks. You're not quite out of the thick of it. Okay. But the thing is that's changing is you. This situation, the person you're dealing with probably ain't changing. It's probably the same old song and dance, especially if we're dealing with, look, again, family, or if this is, whether it's like blood related family, or if it's extended family, or your in-laws, or if it's like your neighbors, or even if this isn't in a work situation. It does feel more personal though. I don't know. I just get more of a personal, maybe you've known these people for a long time. Maybe you work with them, but you've known them for like 10 years, 20 years, or whatever, school or some shit. But I see the situation you're returning to, but with a different approach. Your approach, your energy, the way you carry yourself, the way you react, the way you be keeping it together, it's creating a different outcome, or it's like rerouting you Eight of Wands, 10 of Wands reverse, and the Ace of Cups. And I'm seeing healing taking place. It's not you, it's them. It's not you, it's them. A huge burden is being released. There's an opening of your heart in some sort of way as well. It's giving you a lot to think about. Hangman and the Five of Cups. It's there. I mean, like, fuck, it's disappointment, right? This is pretty disappointing. The level some people go, the length some people will go to create chaos, drama, and pain and suffering in other people's lives. It's insane. It's not okay. But I don't know, it's like your perspective on this entire situation seems to be healing, and instead of it restricting you or trying to squish you and constrain you and confine you and keep you just locked up in this little box, if anything, you're breaking those barriers, or you're not letting this keep you stuck, or you're no longer giving your power away, I suppose is the way to put it. You're not gonna let this taint you or your heart. I love that in this Five of Cups, he's on his wrist, he's got this little heart, this little bracelet with the heart. It's like, even though this may have scarred your heart, you're not going to stop loving. You're not going to let this tarnish you or tarnish the way that you carry yourself. Your heart is pure in a world of ice. Your heart is warm and pure in a world full of iciness, but you're not gonna let this freeze you or freeze your heart. I don't know, that's like a shitty way to put it, but fuck. Okay, Aries, that is where I'm gonna leave your reading. Very complex. I'm sending you so much love. Whoever they are, fuck them. I'm just kidding. That's not so love and light of you, Jade. Guess what? I don't care. It is what it is. Some people suck, and I'm not no fucking filter, okay? I'm not in the mood to be all ooh love and light. Some people fucking suck. And I don't know, I just be feeling a little feisty right now, okay? It is my time of the month, so maybe that's my excuse. So if you're like, Jaden, I'm unsubscribing. All right, have a nice life. I love you. I don't know. I gotta go. I love you. I will see you later. Priorities available down below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'm posting again on my Instagram and TikTok if you want to follow me over there at JadeStoneTarot. And I will see y'all later. Bye.